in like SOMA breath, for example, we're wanting to raise your level of vibrational energy, your LOVE. Now, raising your level of vibrational energy doesn't actually raise you sort of on a status level or on a some sort of spiritual level or some sort of hierarchical level where you're above anyone else. That is the clear difference. We're raising the level of vibrational energy, your LOVE, within yourself. We're not raising you up onto a pedestal to then look down upon others. That is the difference. What is actually happening is we're trying to balance out the body. We're trying to release stuff that has probably been lying dormant there. And it's also raising up your level of vibrational energy. So you might begin to be able to embody parts of your body that you're disembodied from or disconnected emotionally from, so you can reconnect to it. We're not raising you on a status level. We're not raising you to like some Pope-like guru, Dalai Lama-like status. That is your own journey to take. That's all I can sort of say on that. Where it can go wrong is where we do start to get those misconceptions of I am more than someone else, and sort of like starting to start making statements of, well, they're on a lower vibrational energy than me, is saying I am more than that person because they are less, or they're of a lower conscience to me, sort of thing, so they'll never understand. So where that sort of it starts to become a segregation once again. You could say it's a spiritual segregation of like, I've achieved enlightenment, so therefore everyone else is in darkenment, sort of thing. And that sort of a mentality is not a very compassionate mentality. It's not a very empathetic mentality. It's not a very community mentality. It's a very exclusive mentality, which I don't want to be a part of that sort of like thing. It's like I don't want to identify as something that is different from other people as far as like I'm above people. I would rather help people achieve some sort of balance in their life through breathwork, through the EFT, whatever it is, sort of thing, whatever I'm able to do, even the support work that I offer, gain better awareness of themselves, which enlightenment is kind of that, just having a better sense of awareness. You've also probably heard me say that I don't want to be a purely positive person and I don't want to be a purely negative person. I also kind of want to just have a balance. We're in darkness right now. Can you see the onion that I'm holding in front of the camera? No? What about some light? Can you see the onion being held in front of the camera? What if we focus more on the positive? Can you see the onion being held in front of the camera? You need the positive and the negative to actually balance out, to actually make a definition, to actually define things, to be able to see things clearly. You need that balance. Same with the body. You need to be able to have a balance of emotions. You don't want all positive, you don't want all negative, you don't want to be always angry, you don't want to be always not angry. Both can be positive and negative. And I also want to be able to experience pain. I also don't want to experience pain, because these are the things that define me as a human. These are the things that allow from a positive to a negative. I don't want to go all on the extreme of one or all on the extreme of other. I want to be able to tirate between the two, to actually be able to feel my full human experience. Because as I said, it's like, if you don't want to feel pain or you're wanting to escape bad experiences, it says to me two things. It's like, one, like I said, it's kind of like a zombie sort of thing. It's like it's actually a dangerous way to live. You might be on fire and not be aware of it, sort of thing. I think there's people with those actual conditions where they have to be aware that, they could be hemorrhaging blood and not be aware of it, sort of thing, because they're not actually feeling pain. It's a bit of a condition. The other thing is, it sounds like an escape or not wanting to go into something. So if I don't want to feel pain, that might mean that the pain is already there. It's just we don't want to look at it, or we might want to bypass straight past it and look more at the positive. And if we're doing that, once again, it's not a very holistic way of being. And if we're claiming enlightenment, well, there's still a lot of negativity, or if we're putting other people down because they might be getting a bit too close to that vulnerability, then it's also, it might lead yourself into trouble, or it might lead other people into trouble if you're quite influential in what you're saying.